Hello everyone, welcome to a different sort of video. We're going to be doing a tier list on American flags, specifically the flags of different states and territories, because we have a new change in the flags. We got this new one for Minnesota, and also this one for Utah, which is also pretty new. I think this video might rustle some jimmies. First of all, we have Alabama. If your flag looks like it could be a city-state or principality within the Holy Roman Empire, I'm generally going to be a fan. A flag that fits in this category, along with the flag of Alabama, is Maryland. I think these flags are great. Maryland's flag, it looks very Catholic. It looks very Bavarian to me. It looks very, like I said, it looks like, a Saxon prince could have this as his flag. So that's an S tier. Straight off the bat. Alabama, it's up there too. Alabama's flag probably gets bumped down a little bit because it's a little boring. Alaska. This is the Big Dipper. We have Polaris here. The North Star. The most northern state in the U.S. has Polaris on its flag. I love the Alaskan flag. I think it is very easily an S tier flag. It's very unique. The Arizona flag. I don't like the Arizona flag. I think the Arizona flag sucks. This is the kind of flag that like a 12-year-old would come up with. I like the Arkansas. Oh, people are going to get mad at me. I like the flag of Arkansas more than I like the Arizona flag. If you have your name on your flag, I kind of like that. I kind of respect that because it's like, hey, this is Arkansas, and don't you forget it. It's not the worst flag here, honestly. California, who can talk shit about the California flag? Let's be honest with ourselves here. It's iconic. Here's a flag that I will shit talk. And that's the flag of Colorado. I really hate the flag of Colorado. It looks like something that you would fly in Wrigley Field up in Chicago. It looks like something the Cubs would fly. It looks like a freaking sports team, all right? And I think that's lame. So for that reason, it's an F. Yeah, Connecticut's flag, it's not very good, huh? It's got grapes. It's got grapes on it. This sucks. It's probably slightly better than Arizona's, though. Delaware. Come on, bro. You're not winning any awards with that one. Florida is kind of an interesting one because it is the exact same as Alabama, except there's a big, stupid thing in the middle of it that you can't really tell what it is. It's like a steamboat and like a Native American or something. No thanks. Georgia, I kind of like Georgia's flag. I like the columns. I'm a big fan of columns just in general. If you're going to put columns on a flag, I'm probably a fan of it. Like, look at these columns. These are great columns. Look at this little soldier. Look at that little man. I think the Hawaiian flag is pretty cool. I mean, Hawaii can definitely do better than a freaking Union Jack in the corner. I believe the Hawaiian flag, the reason why it looks that way, when like Captain Cook or whatever British explorer showed up, he gave him a flag and they're like, oh, this is ours now. We don't need a Union Jack on our flag, on any of our flags, I think. We're getting deep into the blue bedsheet territory, as the flag people like to say. This one's got grapes on it. It kind of looks like a royal seal. This is just like a couple of guys. This is what you have, Idaho. I mean, I like the seal. It's a nice seal, don't get me wrong. Illinois' flag just looks so goofy. Probably like C tier. Like, it's not the worst one on here. It's Indiana, baby. I love the Indiana flag. I like the Indiana flag. It's very Art Deco. Statue of Liberty. It's very BioShock. And for that reason, I think it's up there. Yeah, Iowa's kind of an interesting one. I kind of dig it, though, because the proportions are off, right? The white portion in the middle is much larger. I think that's a very distinctive kind of arrangement. I think that separates it. I think that puts it a cut above the rest. So yeah, I think that one's a B tier for sure. Speaking of names on flags, Kansas. I mean, this is like the most. I mean, this one's kind of a low effort sort of ordeal, don't you think? Kansas can do better. I mean, look at the state banner. Look at the state banner of Kansas. If this was a flag, this would be amazing. I would love this bad boy. I think it's probably down here, probably over in D. Another flag that absolutely blows, but I also kind of like is Kentucky. It's two guys shaking hand, but they're not just any two guys. It's Daniel Boone and Henry Clay. Daniel Boone is the little frontiersman. Henry Clay is the senator. Henry Clay is kind of an interesting guy, probably, one of the most decorated American statesmen without being made president. Daniel Boone, cool sort of explorer. I don't know how to feel about this one because I like the history behind it, but at the same time, I really think it blows. So it's definitely it's going down here in C for that. I quite like the Louisiana state flag. What Louisiana's tagline is? Sportsman's paradise. This is the flag of a paradise for sportsmen. We got more eagles than we know what to do with on these flags, but this fucking pelican or whatever, we don't got a lot of them. I think that's the most unique bird you can put on a flag is a pelican. So for that alone, it goes up here. Nothing. I understand nothing happens in Maine, but like this one is pretty bad, pretty egregious. Speaking of egregious flags, we got Massachusetts. It's like a Native American getting like slain by a warrior with his sword. It's also white. Come on, guys. Michigan. I really feel like Michigan should have a better flag than this. Our new arrival on the scene. And frankly, I hate this flag. This flag, to me, belongs down here because it looks like a sports team. It looks exactly like a sports team. It looks like if you told me that this was the flag of the Minnesota White Stars or whatever, I would believe you. It sucks. It's so like minimalist that it's totally toothless. I mean, you can be so minimalist in your flag design that you lose out on the soul, the sort of authenticity. You can argue that the Alabama flag is rather simplistic, but it has a historical, heritage that's tying back to of flags with the same, cross on it. This flag does not. This flag, it looks like it was designed. It looks like a guy woke up. He waxed his mustache. He got himself a cup of Starbucks coffee and opened up his laptop with a sticker on it that says "Refugees welcome" and "We need to smash fascism." And that is the flag that he designed in Adobe Photoshop. Which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that guy, but like that's the guy who made this flag. I can't imagine any other person doing it. It looks pretentious. Like you think you're better than all of these guys because they have like these very beautiful historical symbols that tie to the history and the culture of their regions. No, you're actually worse. Now talk about a great flag redesign. It's Mississippi. It's up here. It's at the top, baby. This star at the top is like for Native Americans. This is like, obviously a flower that's very important to them. They're very Christian, very religious state, and I like the colors. Now, Missouri's flag. Okay, everybody, squint your eyes and look at the Missouri flag. I mean, this flag reminds me of a flag from some like Eastern European country. I think it's sort of goofy. Probably about here. Montana. What is with these goofy states in the Midwest? Do they have no graphic designers out there? I feel pretty much neutral about these. Nebraska. Come on, Nebraska. What are you doing? It doesn't even have the novelty of like having a name on it, I actually really like the flag of Nevada. Battleborn, Nevada. It's very simple. I think it's probably up here in sort of Arkansas, Louisiana territory. New Hampshire? I kind of dig the boat. You're not winning any awards, pal. Now, this is a controversial one. New Jersey. I actually think I like the flag of New Jersey. Why? Because it's orange. I mean, none of these other flags have the balls, have the cojones to come out and say, yeah, we're orange. I guess it's probably orange for the spray tans that they all get while they're on the beach. New Mexico, in my opinion, has one of the lamest state names ever. But their flag is awesome. What an awful flag for what a great state. You know what I mean? Oh, look, she's stepping on that crown because she's epic. It's definitely in like the C tier for me. We got a couple of doppelgangers over here. This is like when you show up to a party and you go, well, one of us is going to have to change between Texas and North Carolina here. The flag of Texas rules. It's incredibly iconic. North Carolina, it's definitely like down here. I kind of dig the flag of North Dakota. It's so unique. Like artistically, I mean, this is an eagle. This is an American eagle. But this is an American eagle like you have never seen before. With the colors and the vibrancy. I actually like it. I think it probably goes up here with like these guys. Unfortunately, we have to talk about Ohio. Ohio said we have to be different. We have to be different. We have to have a funny shaped flag. I can't rate them low for that. It might be Texas tier. It might be Texas tier. That's right. I said it. We got another controversial one. I just know that a lot of people are going to hate this flag. I love this flag. I think this flag is great. I love this flag. I love the flag of Oklahoma. You're not gonna forget it. You're not gonna think, oh, whose flag is that? You know whose flag it is. It rules, man. It rules. I hate to say it. Oregon, the flag of Oregon. You look at the flag of Oregon, you say, this thing sucks. I'm inclined to agree with you. However, it's the beaver. The back side of the flag has a beaver on it. And this is that beaver. I'm a big fan of beaver. We got Pennsylvania over here. I mean, this is a flag. This is a flag in need of a redesign. I'm just going to level with you. It doesn't really stand out. It kind of gets lost in the sea of, New England flags that we're facing here. In New England and the Midwest, you guys got a lot to work on, okay? Rhode Island? All right, listen. I know what I said earlier. I said, "Oh, if a flag's white, it probably sucks." I like it. I hate to say it, but I like it. Another iconic flag. The flag of South Carolina. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The first time I saw the flag of South Carolina, I thought that the people who used it were Muslim. I thought that this was the flag of an emirate in the Persian Gulf. I thought that this was the flag, some sort of a Ibadi prince, and that everyone who had it on the back of their cars was a follower of Allah. But they aren't. They're just from South Carolina. But you could see how I could make that mistake. It's good. It's real good. I mean, dare I say it's even great. We got another Midwest over here. Look at this flag, huh? This is great. I love this. Oh, but who calls South Dakota Sunshine State? Does it really shine that much there? This is a flag where I don't know why this flag exists. It's not good though. You want to talk about flags? You want to talk about flags in America? You want to talk about the best flags in the entire United States of America? It's the flag of Tennessee, folks. If you've ever been around Tennessee, this thing's everywhere. This thing in the middle is the TriStar. They put this on everything. They put this on their beers. They put this on their whiskey. They put this on their moonshine. Don't ask me how I know all that, but they put it everywhere. Frickin' Dragon Ball, dude. Let's be honest, okay? But it works. You got me thinking, what is this over on the side, huh? The blue bar at the edge of the flag was just a design consideration. We can't be on Wikipedia without them saying that it has something to do with the Confederate flag. Yeah, that's great, man. I have no notes for the Tennessee flag. All of these above B are iconic. You're not going to get them mixed up with other flags. This one has a beaver on the back. This one's orange. All of these are just a milieu of New England and Midwest slop. Speaking of slop, let's talk about the flag of Utah, huh? So this is a new one. I think it sucks. People soyed over this flag. Are we playing Sid Meier's Civilization? You really think that it's a real advanced fucking thing to put a goddamn hexagon on a flag? You really think that that's the end-all be-all of human civilization is a hexagon? No! Maybe I'm tripping. You guys can tell me if I'm tripping. Close your eyes right now, okay? Now open them. Now open them. Like, real blurry. Get really far away from your screen. Close your eyes. Now open them. You see that? Oh yeah, it's the Utah flag. No. That's the flag of the German Empire. Okay, I think this flag is too similar to the flag of the German Empire. And as a God-fearing American, that will not stand. It looks like a sports team. It looks like a sports team. Your flag should not look like a sports team. This flag, I'm speechless. I was speechless when I saw this flag for the first time. This is the greatest flag you could ever have for the state of Utah. I mean, this flag is beautiful. This flag would probably be number one. This is like the flag of a Japanese daimyo. It's regal. It's simple. It also has kind of an Art Deco thing going on with it too. You look at the year it was made, 1927. I wish this flag was the flag of Utah. And it is a real crying shame that instead of this beautiful, beautiful thing, we end up with this crap. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Vermont. What are we doing here? I like Vermont. Vermont's kind of a cool place. Honestly, bring back this. This is a way better flag than what we got right now. This looks like it was drawn by like a 5-year-old, but it was a 5-year-old in 1775, So that's what makes it fine. I mean, it goes down here. It goes down here. We got to talk about the flag of Virginia. I might have to censor this flag. If your parents are watching in the room, you got to leave. You got to tell them to get out of here. We got a woman with her titty out, stomping on a killed king, Sic Semper Tyrannis. This is a cool flag. It's got a classical antiquity, Roman, Greek sort of vibe going on here. Democracy, freedom, triumphing over tyranny. It's a cool flag, man. There's no other flag that has like a dead tyrant on it. You know what I mean? This works. This is great. This is definitely like up here. You're not gonna mistake the flag of Washington for any other flag. West Virginia has its own problems. They don't need a little guy like me coming on here and giving them a hard time. However, it sucks. I'm sorry. It's going down here next to that guy. It's not good. I think we know where this one. Oh, it's got a beaver. Hold on, guys. It's got a enhance. It's got a beaver on it, gentlemen. And it's got is that guy with a headlamp, but it's a top hat. It's up with Montana. See, Wyoming is a flag that I think is actually kind of perfect, because it straddles the line. You know, it straddles the line between modernity and the past, and that's what I find compelling about it. Because we have the seal, which is, you know, a played out sort of trope, but we also have all this thing. Name a cooler animal to put on a flag than a buffalo. You're not mistaking this for any other flag, too. I mean, this flag screams, you're in Wyoming, pal. So that's all 50 states. That's all the 50 states done with. Congratulations. But I decided we gotta branch out a little bit here. We're not just gonna do the 50 states. American Samoa. Now, I find the flag of American Samoa very compelling. It's a very martial sort of flag. It's a very militaristic flag. It's very dynamic. I like it, man. I like it. It's probably going like bottom of A. It's probably bottom of A. Another flag that I actually really like is DC's flag. Oh, it was the coat of arms of the Washington family. Look at that. I like the DC flag. It reminds me of the Chicago flag. Now, I'm not putting the Chicago flag on the tier list. I changed my mind. But it reminds me a lot of the Chicago flag. This is the flag of the North Mariana Islands, but it's probably down here in B. I mean, I think it's good. The Virgin Islands, or this is the land that the United States bought from Denmark. See, the old flag is the Danish West Indies flag. This is another flag that definitely it could change, and I wouldn't mind it, but as it is, it works fine. You know, it's like an ancient portal, an ancient time portal opened up, and I'm looking into the past of Guam. It's definitely on the lower end of like B. You know, I like the Puerto Rican flag. I think it's great. It does, however, look almost identical to the Cuban flag. And this is even something that other people have noticed. So I know I'm not crazy when I say this. It's an A-tier flag. I just wish that the Cubans didn't ape the Puerto Rican style a little bit. I don't know which flag came first, but obviously I'm going to support the Puerto Ricans in their battle for flag supremacy over the Cubans. The more I think about the Oklahoma flag, the more I like it. It's so unique. It just stands out so much. I really like the Alaskan flag. I think the Alaskan flag is amazing. I think it's very unique. I think it's probably the most unique flag design in the United States. I think this is a good S tier. I think I like the Mississippi flag more than Alabama, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I said before, Alabama's is pretty boring, but in that way, it's very unique. This is the state of things in the American flag tier list, and you might not like it, but this is how it be. None of these flags, B or above, I would change. The ones sort of towards the lower end, right, they could be changed, and I could see a world where they do look a little bit better. He says while moving the state of Oregon, they got a beaver on their flag. They got so much going for them. These flags near the bottom of B could be changed, and I'd be willing to hear arguments and design alternatives. But as they stand, they're very unique, and they work very well. These all suck. I don't think a lot of people will disagree with me on these sucking. I think probably Hawaii is probably the prettiest child of the litter. How much can I like the Union Jack? Come on. If you have one flag that is a seal on a blue background, on its own, that's fine. But when you have a bunch of flags that look like that, it dilutes the quality of those flags. I admire the tradition of American flag design because, I mean, people don't think about it, but the idea of like a very simple or of a very ornate seal on a very, plain looking background of a flag, it's kind of a uniquely American thing. So I think we might even be proud of our lame-looking flags, because at least they don't look like the flags of sports teams. Speaking of which, okay. Even though these flags are objectively not great, they're still uniquely American, and for that, I salute you. And then we get into here. This is the F stands for flag hell. I hate these four flags. They're just so bad. They look soulless. There's no soul inside of them. This is clearly a flag like designed by committee by like people who don't want to offend anyone, don't want to make any bold choices. I mean, this is like the most safe option, right? It's very lame in my opinion. It's like a carnival ride. Like this is the color scheme of this flag is something you would see at the carnival. And for that reason, I find it distasteful and ugly. We should pay no attention to these people. Pay no attention to these people. Do not conform to an arbitrary set of standards when it comes to deciding what is cool and what is not cool. Just decide for yourself. That's the message you should take away from this video. And these are the flags that I think are cool. If you like this video, leave a like. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. And comment down below what you think. I'm sure you already have. Let me know what your favorite flag is. Let me know what your least favorite flag is. Don't take things too seriously around here, because this is just my opinion. Share this video with a friend if you think they might enjoy it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody. I went out on a walk. I touched some grass. I took a shower. I sort of meditated a little bit. I had a really deep think about this list. Final answer. Good night, everybody.